How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're talking about Workhorse, and I'm going to do another double upload today because I still want to cover Workhorse, but I also want to cover other stocks too and other ideas. So I wanted to come with a Workhorse video today, but be on the lookout for another video. And, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. We're growing like crazy. We were just at 5,000 like a month ago or something like that. I think we're up 4.7 thousand subscribers just over the last month. So that's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Also, I want to say, if you don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate it. We're going to go over whether it's too late to buy Workhorse or whether you should wait longer, all that kind of good stuff. Going over some of the pros and cons of buying Workhorse and just the stock in general right now. And at the end, if you want to stay through to the end, I would really suggest it because all this is important. But we're going to talk about who won that free share of Workhorse. I gave away one share based on the video from Friday. I talked about how I was going to give one share away to someone that commented on the video. And, we might do some of these in the future if you like that kind of thing. We're going to give away, I think it's, about a $29 stock right now. I'm going to give $30 to the winner of that. So stay through to the end to see if you won that. And, tell me if you wanted me to do this again in the future. I can't do it every video, but maybe, over time we'll keep on adding it in. So thank you guys so much. If you guys want to support in some way, there are links down there. If you want to sign up with SoFi Money, you can get $50 if you deposit $500 or more. Or you can start with WeBull, start investing. If you deposit $100, you get a free stock worth up to $1,600. Thank you guys so much, and let's get into it. So Workhorse was down, first day in a while. It's down 6%. I know a lot of people bought right around $30. A lot of people are saying that's too late or they actually bought in too early and they should have waited. We've seen this go nothing but up really over the last month. Of course, there are dips from, let's say, 18 down about 10% down to 16. But, it's pretty much been up in a straight line if you've been holding onto it for any time. Now, a lot of people are saying, is it too late to buy in? That's what they're saying on Friday. But now they're saying, should I wait to buy in? So it's always interesting to see the psychology. A lot of people that aren't really investing as much as speculating maybe a little bit are doing that kind of thing where they're wondering, okay, should I get in at 30? Should I get in at 29? All that kind of stuff. First of all, the reason that some people are saying that they shouldn't buy in is because it's up a lot, right? So a lot of people are saying they should wait for a dip because it is up from about $1.32 all the way up over 1,500%, right? So it's up significantly on the year, levels that we never thought were possible if you had asked us a year ago. A lot of people are saying it's up a lot and they should wait. Some people are saying they might not get the contract, which is definitely true. They're in the running for this USPS contract that's worth between $6.3 billion and $8 billion. We're not sure exactly how large it is, but up until recently, everyone had thought $6.3 billion, and we might not get that contract, right? So we're one of the three companies, and we might not get it. A lot of people think we're going to get a significant portion of it. They want to split it up between multiple companies, and I think we're going to get it, but some people are saying we might not. Other people are saying we might not even be able to make money on it, right? So if it's for $6.3 billion and they want so many vehicles, about 180,000, they're saying that there isn't enough money if we produce these vehicles that they'll have to make them at $35,000. They'll have to sell them at $35,000, and then they might actually lose money on it. Now, some people are, the pros, the bulls on this, are saying that they have more room to run. They haven't gotten the contract yet. So they've been nothing but up, and there really hasn't been any news on it besides the fact that they might get into some other lines of business. So, we probably will get the contract, or we'll get part of it. A lot of people are thinking, 25 to 50% of the contract. That's kind of where I'm thinking. We also gotten news from their CEO, CFO, other people in the business that say that they want to open other lines of business. They want to get into the refrigeration market. They want to get into the drone market. They want to scale up in other ways too. And you can see that because they have been hiring, right? So a couple weeks ago, they came out and said that they were hiring 200 plus employees, and they only have about 115 right now, 120. So they want to basically triple their size. A lot of people are saying that's a good sign if they're going to get the USPS contract. The Lordstown CEO said that they were more than willing to help them if they get that USPS contract meet production. We've also heard that, possibly, and I talked about this in a video yesterday, this might be a bigger contract than $6.3 billion. This was set in place years ago. There's been some inflation. There's been more technology that is going to save USPS money over the long term. So this might be more than 6.3 billion. We have yet to see whether it actually materializes, but I'll link to that video here if you want to check that out. We also have been hearing from people that are saying that there could be a possible short squeeze, and I'm one of those people, right? So if we look here, their short interest is very significant. There are 21 million shares that are shorted right now. That's a significant portion of their market cap. So that is about a fifth of the company. It's crazy to see this, but if we start to see the share price go up, we could definitely see a short squeeze, which means that the stock price could shoot up drastically just in a few hours, maybe in a few days. So I think that that's definitely a possibility. So you have to weigh all these different things. But what I don't want you to do is just buy it because you think that will go up today or tomorrow, or you think it's going to go down, or wait because you think it's going to go down. How I've thought about this and how I've grown is if you want to buy into this stock, but you're waiting for it to dip in price, I don't think that's the right move. First of all, it has dipped a little bit, so maybe you got your way. But if you think a company is going to go up over time, if you think that they're going to do well, you should not wait for a dip because it might not ever come. You can see that with Amazon stock. You can see that with Tesla stock. Sometimes it just never dips. And if you're waiting for a dip, then you might never be able to buy in. And you're thinking, well, I actually believed in the stock. I thought it was going to do well, but I just never got to buy into the stock because I was being, too, as they say, penny wise and pound foolish, or penny wise, dollar foolish. My dad always says that. Don't wait for a couple extra pennies just to get those extra maybe couple dollars or tens of dollars savings and miss out on all the growth. But if you're someone that is just buying this because you are speculating that will go up, I wouldn't do that either. I don't think that that is wise to buy into a stock just because it'll just appreciate and you haven't done any of the research. I don't think that's a wise idea either because there's so many hot stocks that you should buy in to make more money. Eventually, it's going to catch up with you. Now, if you think that they're going to do well over the long term, if you think that they are actually going to get a portion of this contract, I don't think it's a bad idea to buy into the stock. I think that they are going to get a significant portion. I think that the stock price will go up. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't have a crystal ball, but I think that they're going to go up in price. That's why I'm still holding onto the shares. If I thought they were going to dip down or not get part of the contract, I definitely wouldn't be holding on to it. They're the only electric vehicle that's left in the running, right? So they're the only fully electric vehicle. They've been hiring employees. They have this strategic agreement with Hitachi. This is all good for Workhorse. In the end, it just comes up to your preferences. What do you think is going to do well? What is the best use of your money in the stock market? I think that this is definitely a speculative play, right? So this is very speculative. You are betting that something will happen and that will cause the price to go up. And unless you are looking over the next 10 years or so and thinking that they're just going to continue to grow, which it's hard to look out that far, especially with a company this small. But if you're doing that, I can understand it. Otherwise, if you're looking next, 1 to 3 years or even less, it's really speculative what you're trying to invest in, because this is not an Apple, this is not Tesla, this is not Microsoft. It's a very small company that is up for this very big deal that we've seen good signs for, that we're going to get a portion of it, but we don't know if we're going to get the contract. And if we don't get it, I could see a massive pullback. So in the end, I don't think it's too late to buy into Workhorse stock. It's up to you though. You have to make the final decision. I cannot tell you what to do with your money. Now, if you've been waiting this whole time to see who won the share of Workhorse, thank you. Let me know in the comments that you've waited this long. I picked a random comment. I just scrolled randomly, let go, and then pointed my finger on the screen, and this is who won it. I've never actually talked to them outside of the comments here, but Financial Millennial, if you haven't already seen my comment, I posted a couple hours ago. Just let me know your Venmo name, and I will shoot you over that $30. You can decide if you want to invest in Workhorse with it or if you want to invest in something else. But thank you guys so much. Let me know if you want me to do this in the future. Again, I can't do it all the time, but I want to get back as much as possible. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.